Hello, this is Heavy Thrasher of Nash Metal Parks channel at YouTube, and we are definitely near the end of the year, and there are going to be two videos that are going to be uploaded today, or tomorrow, whenever you get to see this video, and it's going to be, this one is the top 5 best rock albums of 2015, and then the big one, the top 20 best heavy metal albums of 2015. But before I get into the list, let's look back on the what was released this year. Definitely a lot of good stuff. I haven't heard almost everything because it's hard to keep up with the stuff that just gets released. But other than that, there's just been good ones, and the most of the ones that I heard, very, very good. But what made the list, what made the cut, is what ends up happening. I know I have reviewed albums, and there's one album within this, within the list that I have reviewed. However, it could end up also, maybe potentially, like how C-Can put it, double dip. So, let's get into the list. Number 5 is Goblin Rebirth's debut album, which is pretty much another incarnation of the band Goblin, which Goblin was another incarnation of Cherry 5. As if you look into the history of the band, what can be more explained about their history? Known for their work with Italian director Dario Argento for his films such as Suspiria and Deep Red or something. Can't fucking remember. But still, good progressive rock band, and this album definitely sounds like Goblin. Definitely sounds like them. There's definitely some good songs on here, but but still some good. So I can't really think of a bad song on here. Names that doesn't come to me since I don't have a physical copy of the album. Only my brother does. But definitely good. It's definitely worthy of the Goblin name. So before I derive this video, let's go into number 4, which coming at number 4 is Scorpions Return to Forever. Yeah, this album though can probably double dip. This could end up doing, because of there is some heavy moments on this album. Now, I guess I'm not going to go into too much of the history, because I think everyone knows by now that some of these songs were actually written and were unfinished during their 80s period. So that's pretty much the feel that you get from this album. Like, you know, songs such as Hard Rock in the Place, or We Built This House. There's definitely that 80s feel, but it's still done good. The only song that I didn't care for in here is Rolling Home, but the rest is good. And since this is a Japanese pressing, it does feature 2 bonus tracks, which are definitely good. Crazy Ride and 1 and 1 is 3, if I said that right. Still, good album. Everyone sounds great. Definitely worthy of the Scorpions name. Before I go into any more of this list, I almost thought about putting the Def Leppard album in here, but since I am very much, I'm pretty much not like this. I don't know where the hell to put it, because it wasn't really that good of an album. It wasn't bad, but it really isn't really the best thing that Def Leppard has released. Anyways, we're going into, whoa. At number 3 is Goblin? Yes. before Goblin Rebirth released the debut album, Goblin, the actual Goblin, if you really want to say with the 4 in front of the name, or maybe it's to say like the 4th incarnation, like Riot 5, but Goblin did release a new album this year, and it was called 4 of a Kind, which was probably reason why I rated this one a little higher is because I thought it was a little better than the Goblin Rebirth album. It just has more good. I mean, the writing I think is just a little more top notch, a lot more better. It's definitely a little more good, and even at times it even also goes back in a bit in their past to where there's some songs that would have been that would have fit right in with the Cherry 5 album. There's just a whole and again it goes within a song, some of these songs could have also been on the their 1978 Italian record, which was also a Sun record, which was almost a concept album. I can never say that name right. I probably might end up putting the title and the video. But I just like this one a little better. Why I kind of rated this one a little higher. Definitely good. Good one from Goblin. So, now we're going into number 2, which is the debut album from Norwegian band Flight. This album also could potentially double dip because it's also got a heavier feeling to it. It's definitely a little more on the metal side as well, but there is definitely some hard rock songs on here, such as Lion's Den, I guess, could be definitely one I've seen, or Escape, or even Memory Sharp. There's definitely some good ones. As far as heavy moments, would be Flight, Lion's Den, and Devil Woman, Night Rider. Definitely some, for a debut album, this definitely is pretty damn good. Definitely looking forward to what this band does. Again, before I get into the number 1 rock album of this year for me personally, there has been I didn't get to hear every rock album of this year, but I tried to listen to as much as I can. Ones that interested me. I guess to say there wasn't a whole lot that interested me within the rock world this year, but I still went around to listen to these. So, coming in at number 1, UFOs, A Conspiracy of Stars. And man, I haven't heard a whole lot of UFOs later stuff, especially with Vinnie Moore on guitar, but this one was damn good. They really did at least for albums that I listened to quite a bit, this one just really stuck with me. The writing was definitely pretty damn good. There really isn't a bad song. The way it starts, The Killing Kind, Run Boy Run, Ballad of a Left-Hand Gun. There's just Devils in the Detail. There's just some really good songs. A little bluesy as well, but I think it just fits the overall style of here. And Vinnie Moore, I've heard some say that he's a little too clean for this album, but I think it fits the songs right here. For some reason, it just works. His style of virtuosity, or some of his guitar work is just great. And this Vinnie Moore is also known for playing in bands such as Vicious Rumors, and also his solo stuff, which I haven't heard a whole lot, but from this album, obviously I really should check out his other stuff because he's just a killer guitar player. And even Phil Mogg, for his age that he's in, he's still able to pull off a good performance, even if he doesn't reach the level that he was in the 70s. But or even 80s, you know, he's not in his prime anymore, but he still pulls off a great performance on this album. And it's also one of the reasons for why I really do rate this album a little higher. It's just everyone just seems to be more... It's just a good album. What else can be said? It's a great album. And definitely one of the best UFO has released. I'll definitely put it next to albums such as their 70s stuff. It's just that good. So that's pretty much the top 5 best rock albums list. However, it's time to get on to the big one. You know, the top 20 best metal albums of 2015. This is Epic Thrash saying, I am out. And see you again real soon.